Guys, so I am back with a brand new video today. It is Valentine's Day and I've got a date that I feel like treating myself to a nice relaxing get ready experience. I've poured myself a glass of rosé. So basically I'm not too sure exactly what I'm gonna do with my makeup. I'm just kind of gonna be winging it, maybe go with like a pretty eye. I'm not too sure what colors I'm gonna go with. I'm thinking maybe green on the lid, but I know I want my inner eye to be like really open and really pretty, and I'm gonna go with glossy lips, something really nice and pretty. Normally I do my hair first before my makeup, but I've gone the opposite way today just because I'm gonna be curling it and I don't want the curls to drop whilst I'm doing my makeup. My hair is gonna be looking a bit weird whilst I'm doing my makeup, so please forgive that. I've already prepped my face. I moisturized my face with the Cetaphil moisturizer and I put in SPF, and this is the SPF that I use. I use this product every day when I'm getting ready, whether or not I'm putting on makeup. My skin type is combination, so I'm oily around my T-zone area and I'm dry. I'm normal everywhere else. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. The color I'm using is Mahogany. I'm gonna mix it up with Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. I started using this a couple of months ago and it's worked really well for my skin. Color I'm using is Cappuccino. I'm gonna be a bit more intense with my foundation. I have a much more fuller coverage. The Too Faced foundation is more for full coverage and the Maybelline foundation is a bit more lighter in coverage. I am literally the type that puts my foundation literally everywhere, even on my brows, my hairline, everywhere. I just feel like it creates a nice clean canvas for me to work with. So yeah, and it works better for me that way. Also, everyone does their makeup differently and everyone has a different routine that works for them. I'm just going with what works for me. The dress that I'm going to be wearing is really low cut and strapless. I feel like you guys have seen it before in my haul. It's from White Fox. I'm going to go a bit down on my jawline. I usually stop around here with my foundation, but I'm going to go under my jawline just to blend it out a bit more. Next, for my concealer, I'm gonna go in with Kevyn Aucoin. I've literally been using this concealer for about 3 years now, and it's the Supernatural concealer and I'm using the shade EC07, which is deep. It's a really full coverage concealer and it's yellow tone. It brightens my under eye really well. I normally don't go in that much with my concealer, but because today I'm going for more of a fuller coverage, I'm just gonna use more product. I'm the type of person, once I find something that works for me, it's hard to try new things out. I can add things, but for me to switch over, it's hard. I'm also gonna go in with Revlon Candid foundation and I'm gonna go in with the color Pecan, and I'm gonna use that as a concealer as well. This combination is literally bomb. If you want your foundation, your makeup to stay the same for like 12 hours and you have combination skin where you're oily in your T-zone area, this is the combination for you. Like, I'll wear my foundation all day and it would just stay. Most of these products I've been using for literally years and I haven't changed them at all. I've just like gone on top of my lips and around my mouth for concealer, and then I'm gonna go under my eye. It just creates like a very smooth base. I'm just putting in the residue makeup on my forehead. That's what I usually do, and then like sometimes if there's more left, I go on the side of my face. I've been getting some scarring on the side of my face because I've been breaking out around that area from wearing masks. Like, I literally never break out on that part of my face. I only break out on my forehead and my chin and the top of my lips. Ever since I started wearing masks, it's just like been a different story. I'm gonna set my cream products now and I'm gonna go in with Maybelline Fit Me powder. This powder is literally to die for, and I go for the color 235. I usually change colors around this color range. Sometimes I go for 350, sometimes I go for 235. Anything around this range with a yellow tone, it works great for like darker skin. And I've been using this powder for also a long time. As you can see, even the label has wiped off, but this is from Revolution Makeup Revolution, something like that. I think they only have one loose powder, and I've got this in the banana color. I mix these two together as well, just to set my cream products. I'm using this makeup brush and it's called the mini tapered brush. I'm gonna dampen it a little bit on my wet wipes before I go in the product. Whenever my brushes are a bit damp, the products stay on my skin a bit better. They don't look powdery, they just look natural when the brush or the sponge is a bit damp. That's another thing that works for me as well, and it gives that flawless finish. Not like super wet, just like a little bit damp, just like the tiniest bit of wetness. I'm just going in the areas where there's like creasing, just to set them first, because that's the areas that are a bit more delicate. So under my eye, side of my nose, and then I'm gonna go on the rest of my face. After I have gone in the areas that crease really easily, I go in with my bronzer, and I'm using the NARS bronzer, and this is in the color, this is in this color. I've been using this for about a year now, and it's worked really well for me. It's called Grwm, and it's a matte bronzer, not the shimmery bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my makeup brush, and this is the blush brush. I've already sprayed the brush with liquid. I'm gonna go in again. Just like I said earlier, I like my brushes to be a bit damp before I go in on my powder product, because I feel like it looks a lot better in the end. What I normally do is go in my eyes first before I go in on any parts of my face, just because there's a lot of products on this brush now. I don't want to put the residue on my face. I have hooded eyelids and I have puffy eyelids, so I feel like this step helps to minimize the look of the puffiness on my eyelids. I literally just scrunch it in like that, just squeeze it like that, and then just go in like, and then create like a sort of cat eye sort of look. This is just the process of like shaping up my face. The sides of my face is just normal skin type, it's not oily, so I can get away with putting just the bronzer on there without like setting it with other powder first. So I'm just going on the sides of my face. I haven't added more products, it's just the same from when I first applied the bronzer. Normally this is enough for the rest of my face anyway, and I'm dabbing, not dragging. That's another thing as well that helps with the makeup looking good. It's just literally created that natural bronzing look with whatever else product that's in there. I'm just gonna go into my hairline. Usually I would have to add a little bit more product, but not too much at all, just the tiniest bit, just to go in on my hairline to create like a natural look. Because when I first put on my foundation, it was super light as compared to my hairline, so this is just gonna create a blend. You can't even see any demarcation line or anything like that. It's just to blend everything in. I'm gonna use this brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. It's called the Complex Contour Brush. I love this brush. Look at it, it's so big and it's so fluffy, and I use this for my blush. Again, I'm gonna dampen this one. For my blush, I'm using this Too Faced, and I got this during Christmas time, and it came in a pack. It came in a pack of blush, bronzers, and like eyeshadows. There's like 3 different palettes, and this is the blush palette. And I always go in with Merry and Bright, which is this one. I really don't know if they sell these individually, but this is like my favorite blush at the moment. It just like literally creates the prettiest blush look ever. It looks like I'm going crazy with my blush, but towards the end you're gonna see, like even right now you can't even see the blush too much. Maybe I'm just a bit confused and you can actually see it, but it doesn't look too much to me right now, but it's gonna be even more toned down when I'm done. I put blush on the top of my lips just because I suffer from hyperpigmentation in that area, and it's gonna brighten that area. If you just put like setting powder, it might make it go gray, but when you add a bit of color to it, it like brightens it up a bit. For me, pink works great, orange works great as well, but pink works really well. To set the rest of the face with the bronzer and blush, I'm gonna go in with this Zoeva Luxe highlighter brush. I'm like actually super impressed by the ladies that did my nails. I've been giving them some sort of crazy color designs and stuff like that, and they have been delivering. Like I do not expect them, just because like you'd expect like the mall nail places to not be that good, but this place that I go to, they actually like do a really good job, and like they're really nice too. I went in with like a nail sort of inspo, and I was like, this is what I want, but you don't have to put as much hats on it. You can just like put like 2 or 3 hats. I don't really mind, just because I don't have high expectations. But that lady like went in and did exactly what the photos look like, and I was like really surprised by the time she was done. Like, it came out really well. It probably doesn't look as good on camera, but in person she like literally killed it. Yeah, I'm like super impressed. I go there all the time anyway, but now like they did the same thing for my Christmas nails as well, because I went with like a sort of Christmas design nails, and they did it exactly as I showed them on the picture. I'm gonna go in with this thin fluffy brush. So there's a blush here, but it's got like, it's a shimmery blush, so I'm gonna go in with that. It's called Pink Christmas. It's just from the Too Faced blush palette, and I'm gonna go in there and just put the blush on the, just where you put blushes, just on the high points. It makes it look really pretty and really natural. And I'm going with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the Glow Kit Sun Dipped. I usually go in with Tourmaline, which is this one at the bottom, and Bronze, this one at the top, because I feel like they're the most complementing to my skin, and it literally just looks like I'm sun-kissed. And I'm gonna go on the tip of my nose, and then just on the bridge a little bit. We're gonna come back to that, but that's just my base done and dusted. So now I have to figure out what I want to do with my eyes. I'm gonna go in on my brows, and I'm gonna fill them in. Just brush them up first. I'm gonna use this Adele brow defining kit. I usually go with the darkest one, which is this one, and I go in with like a very thin angled brush. This doesn't have a brand, it's just a random brush that I picked up. So just any like super thin. This is like super thin and fine. I've just got like a very damp brush, like it's really damp. It's not like the other ones from before. I start off really slow. This is why I like my brow brush to be very fine and thin, just so it mimics like brow hairs. So I've just drawn a line at the bottom, and then for the rest of the brows, I'm just gonna like draw like fake hairs on the ends of my brows, because they're very thin, so I have to like create like fake hairs. I'm just also careful, just because I know I'm using like the darkest color. I don't want my brows to look like really crazy. That's what the ends look like. Maybe I'll make them a bit more defined. I also don't want it to come too far down, because it would change the whole look of my face. I'm gonna just like continue further in. My brow hair like literally stops here, and I have to like create brow hair on the inner parts of my brow. This is why I put foundation on my brows, because I don't have to go in anymore with concealer after this, because like it's already clean. When I used to be very careful and very precise with my brows, I always got it wrong. So I just decided I'm just gonna do whatever works. Like I'm just gonna do it however, and then if I make a mistake, it'll be easier to fix, because it's just a rough work anyway. I'm gonna go in with the very flat top blending brush. I'm gonna go in with my bronzer again. I'm gonna contour my nose now. I do like the ends, the bottom of my nose, like this. Okay, like that. And then just move it up. This is the only time I feel like I drag my makeup and not blend it. When it comes to the inner parts of my brows, I add color to it, just to make the darker bits a lot less dark, with the Mecca mini tapered brush. And there's some product from when I was setting my face before, so I'm going to use that excess product and just pop it on my eyelids, just to set my eyelids a little bit. So I'm going to go in again with the flat brush and my bronzer, and then just pull my eyes out, like pull it out with the color, and then go in on the crease. The Too Faced Christmas palette that I was talking about, this is the eyeshadow palette, and from that palette I'm going to take Cookie Serve to this brown color here, outer bits of my eyes, just to deepen that a little bit. I'm gonna go in with Tarte Pro To Go palette. I really love this palette. Look, I use this color a lot. I'm gonna go in with Boss, this one here, and I'm using just this eyeshadow brush. Ooh, that's a bit too much. I shouldn't have wet it. but it's okay. I'm gonna go in on my lid. It's so pigmented. It has actually come out really nice. I'm happy that I don't have to choose between a lot of different dress options or outfit options. I already know the dress I'm gonna wear. It's made life 10 times easier for me when it comes to getting ready, so I don't have to like stress also about what I'm gonna wear as well as how I'm gonna do my makeup. Maybe I'll take I'm gonna take this from the Too Faced palette. I'm gonna take Jolly Gosh, this one, like just like here, just to create a blending effect. I'm gonna go with my Kylie palette. I think this is the Royal Peach palette. It's really messed up and embarrassing. I'm gonna go in with this green color here. I'm using mostly old palettes just because I don't do my eyes as much as I used to before, and I really did not see the need to buy new palettes all the time. Like, I literally have so many old palettes, so I was just like, why can't I just, like, you know, why can't I just use all of it? I've given a whole heap of them away as well, but the ones that I do have left, I'm just like, I'll just use the ones that I have as much as I can. Green is a random color, but it actually looks so pretty. To bring things together, I'm gonna go in again with this darker color. Where is it? This darker color here, the Jolly Gosh color, to blend it a bit, just to get rid of any harshness. To open up my eyes even more, I'm gonna go in with this Models Prefer pencil. I'm almost out. I need to get a new one soon, and this is in the color Nude. I put it in my waterline just because it minimizes the harshness under my eyes, because my waterline is black, and I know some people put black liner on there, but mine, I feel like it's too dark, so I usually just go in with this nude color. I don't go in on my actual waterline, I just go in on my lashes. It literally turns it down a little bit, and it helps open up my eyes as well. I'm gonna go in with the same eyeshadow brush that I was using earlier. I've just wiped off the product on there, and on my Tati's Pro To Go palette, I'm gonna go in on Crisp. I'm gonna go under my... I really love this color just because I feel like it really ties up my makeup look together. So can you see how my bottom lash line doesn't look as harsh anymore? From my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, I'm gonna grab this color here, which is Summer, and I'm just gonna grab the loose part of it and go in on my inner eye corner. I feel like the loose part is a lot brighter than the compact part, so just, if yours is really compact, just like play around with it just so it fluffs off a bit. So usually I just go in on like closer to the corner of my eye, but because I want a brighter eye look, I'm gonna go out even further, like just because I want like a baby doll eye look. So even on the bottom, I'm gonna go out even further out. I'm gonna pop on my eyelashes. The lashes I'm using is the Kiss Lash in the style Pompadour, and I get them in a pack of 4. It's really pretty, and you can reuse it for like a week. It like really lasts. Okay, so my lashes are on. Maybelline mascara, and then just do my actual lashes. This also helps blend my fake lashes and my real lashes up together. I've added more blush to my cheeks. To brighten my inner eye even more, I'm gonna go in with my powder mixture, but this time I'm using the Makeup Revolution loose powder more than I'm using the compact powder. And then just like, and this is gonna help with my nose contour as well. I'm gonna just tie everything up together. And then go in with a setting spray. I'm gonna cover my eyes just so it doesn't crease, just because my eyelids they crease really easily. So my ring light died, so that's why my lighting has changed. I've just curled my hair up, and once I'm done, I'm gonna comb it out just so it like gives that like baby doll sort of look. And I've curled the top bit as well So now I'm gonna quickly do my lips. I'm gonna go for glossy lips, but not too glossy. So I'm gonna go in with MAC Chestnut Lip Liner. This is my go-to all the time. Gonna pop this on quickly. This Urban Decay lipstick. I don't know the name of the lipstick, but it's in the color Fuel 02. That's what it looks like. And this is what it looks like, so I'm gonna go in with that. And to give it a bit of like a muted mauvey tone, I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Stay Matte lip color, and it's in the color Rosetto Liquado. I think that's the name, I'm not too sure. That's what it looks like. It's like a matted mauve lip color. I always mix my lip colors up. Tatcha Sleep Paint in the color Salty. So just gonna brighten this up a bit, and it's also matted. I'm gonna go in with this Pawpaw lip ointment, and I'm just gonna do like the center of my lips, because if I do it everywhere it would like bleed, so I wouldn't do it everywhere, just the center. Just because I'm in a hurry, I'm just gonna end the video here. I'll show you guys my outfit and everything else. I'm just gonna end it here. I'm gonna go in with this Bali Body Shimmery Body Oil, and then my fragrance is gonna be Replica in Coffee Break. I got this the other day and I really love it. It's such a nice nighttime perfume. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this get ready with me. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you all had a lovely Valentine's, because by the time this video goes up it wouldn't be Valentine's Day anymore, and I hope you were spoiled or you spoiled yourself. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.